There's really, you can't shock an Aquarius rising. Like, what? What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's Sky. Today we're gonna do Aquarius rising. I love Aquarius rising. This is one of my favorite signs. Aquarius in general is one of my favorite signs. You guys are so cool. Like, because your rising sign is the starter of your birth chart, it's gonna have an impact on how your life unfolds, your experiences that you go through in life. So in this video, I'm gonna go over the 1st, 4th, 7th, and 10th house. So I'm gonna do your childhood, relationships, and career, so we get a better understanding of how you would experience these areas of life as Aquarius rising. I hope that makes sense. So let's get started. You guys are like the friendly loners, like for real. Like, you guys are loners. Like you guys are loners, and if you have a friend as an Aquarius rising, like, you gotta let them do their own thing. Like, they're not gonna be here with you buddy the whole time. Like, they're gonna be your friend and they're gonna be there for you and they're gonna listen to all your things, but they have stuff to do. Like, they have to change the world. You guys have extremely independent minds. Like, no matter how much somebody affects you or how important, like, you guys don't really get affected by other people's opinions. It may affect you personally, but you won't change your point of view based on the mental. Like, Aquarius rising, you guys are so intelligent, so smart. You guys really know how to, like, view people and, like, society as an overall, like, the overall influence, if you know what I mean. Somebody tried to change your mind about something, that's when you really don't like somebody. Like, you're just like, why are you, like, you're open to hearing this person's opinions and this person's point of view, but you hate when people really try to, like, force you into trying to think like them or trying to be like them, you know. It's hard to shock you. Like, it's really hard to shock you. There's nothing really that's shocking to you because you kind of seen it all, or you think you've seen it all, and you guys can make friends with just about pretty much anybody. You guys are really open-minded, and, like, you're really accepting of certain people, like all people from all walks of life, people of all races, all ethnicity. Like, you guys don't really judge. You guys know that not everyone is the same. You know, you guys appreciate differences and appreciate people's unique qualities about them. So your rising sign is also going to give you is also going to tell you how your first couple of years of your life play out. So from the beginning of your life, you feel like you don't really fit in. Like, you feel like you're a misfit. Like, you feel like you don't really fit in. Like, there's something about you that you really feel inside that is different from everyone else. Like, in your family as well, you may feel like there's something that sets you apart from the rest of your siblings, if you have siblings. Like, you guys may have, like, a really big age gap, or there's something that distinguishes you, like, physically from the rest of the people in your family. Like, you may be much shorter than the rest of your family or much taller. Like, so in life, you, like, play this role of being, like, a misfit or someone who just doesn't really blend in with everyone else. So yeah, you guys also remind me of an only child. Guys, I'm an only child, so I feel like I really get along well with Aquarius energy because of this, because it's like, you guys are very individual people. You guys have a very big humanitarian streak to you, and this is really important. I'm gonna get more into this when we get into the 10th house, when we talk about career, but for now, you guys really want to impact the world, and, like, you see humanity as, like, the big collective. You see them very knowledgeable, and you are very, like, in tune with, like, the events that are going in the world worldwide. Okay, so now we're gonna do the IC, which is the 4th house in astrology. This house represents our upbringing, our childhood, our relationship with our family, like everything that has to do with your household growing up. This is where you're gonna find that. Your family and your household, you come from a household that people that had a certain way of doing things, and they always did it like this. Like, or maybe your family had, like, a certain set of values that they lived by, and then they were, you know, they upholded those values. And it's so crazy because you guys are so different and, like, so unique. So it's like this is the role that you play in life. Your ascendant is your role that you play in life. So immediately coming into your family, like, you already are like this like different creature. I see a lot of Aquarius rising that have very, very strict households growing up. I know the Aquarius risings that I know always tell me that their mother gives them a lot of anxiety. That's not to say that you hate your mom or that you don't respect her or anything like that, but your mom or like the maternal person in your life was like constantly trying to like keep things in order. You know what I mean? Like, try to always keep things in order, try to always control things. Quick to react person, like someone who always has to do something, or like someone who's very busy, or they were always on top of their stuff. So it's almost like you feel like you have to be on top of your stuff all the time, and if you don't feel like you're on top of your stuff, like that creates a lot of anxiety for you. It's always nice to have like that structure, and it's always, you're gonna feel very comforted by it because you grew up in it, and it's like it kind of grounds you. And now the descendant, and descendant is also the 7th house, and the 7th house is all about our relationships. It's how we connect with other people, how we influence other people, and how other people influence us. You have Leo in the 7th house, and with this you're gonna attract a lot of Leo-like people in your life. You're gonna attract a lot of people that are confident, that really like to have strong opinions, or you may attract a lot of people that really just like to be in the spotlight and like to have attention brought to them. A lot of you guys will become good friends with people who are artistic, or people who are really creative, people who naturally like to be in the spotlight, or people who like to perform, like performers, or people who are like really good leaders that naturally people like give them the spotlight, you know? So these are the type of people that you're gonna really want. This could be a good thing, but it could also be a bad thing. You can attract a lot of people that are very ego-driven and that only care about themselves, narcissists, or people that just want everything done for them, people who just take and they never give. So the 7th house is also how we treat other people, and with Leo here, you really like to make people feel good. Like, I really like Aquariuses because make people feel really good about themselves. Like, you like pointing out things you did something, like, you know, you did something unique. They'll be like, oh wow, that was really unique of you. Like, that's very, you know, they like to point out your good qualities, and they like to really put them out. Like, they want to make you feel good. Okay, so now we're gonna do this 10th house, which is the house of the career. And so the 10th house represents how we build ourselves, our career, our status, and it also shows how we impact society. Your 10th house is in Scorpio. So think about Scorpio. Scorpio is a very intense sign. It's very passionate, and it really likes to get to the bottom of things. Like, you guys are really good at getting to the bottom, the nitty-gritty of things. Like, you guys really are really good at that. So a lot of times people with these placements are gonna be like really good detectives, really good psychologists, really good at just uncovering people's emotions. For Aquarius risings, you guys want to change the world. Like, you guys really want to have a big impact on society. You guys are, I see a lot of environmentalists, a lot of artists, a lot of writers, a lot of spiritual gurus with this placement. Like, you guys really have the vision. You know what I mean? Like, the vision to change society. You guys see the world more of like a overall picture. So you guys are really able to see the things, the flaws in society as a whole, you know, and really change society for the better. Like, you know, Aquarius is like the revolutionary sign. Like, really recommend getting more into psychiatry, getting more into like knowing about like psychology is going to really help you guys. Again, regardless, you don't have to go to school for it, but just having an understanding of it is going to really help you in your career, because you are meant to really impact people. You're meant to heal people, and in order to do that, you need to be able to understand people. You need to be able to really understand people's feelings, to understand like how like, don't be afraid to get into like the deep, dirty things that nobody really touches upon. So for example, like, let's say you're a songwriter, right? And like your life, like, you know a lot about addiction, or you know, maybe you have like, maybe you talk about sexuality, like things that people kind of have like taboo, like, you know, feeling around it. You guys don't be afraid to like bring that up. don't be afraid to get into the really nitty gritty of society, things people don't talk about, things people don't bring up because it's like too taboo, or it's like complicated, it's hard to understand, or just nobody really goes there. Because for you, it's gonna really, that's where you're gonna be able to transform other people's lives. Aquarius, they like to shake things up. They impact. They have a huge impact, and it's not because they're doing the same thing everyone else is doing. You know, they're doing things that shock people. You know, they are the shockers. So don't be afraid to kind of bring in these little darker stuff into your art or into your career or stuff like that. Well, this is what's gonna heal people. This is what's gonna help people. So yeah, and you guys are really good at seeing these dark things about society that has to change. You guys want to see an equal world, and want to see fairness, and want to see people treated fairly. And in the world that we live in today, it's not like that. So people have to, you know, so be that person that shocks people, be that person that goes against the grain, because that's just you, and you know, that's just you. So, and at the end of the day, it's gonna help a lot of people and shift a lot of people's lives, and even shift humanity in general. With that being said, also remember to not hold on to things so much. Like, Scorpio is a very obsessive sign, so sometimes you could be very obsessed with your career or how other people see you in your career. So if it's like, if you're not getting that attention that you want, or like you're not being received the way you want, it's almost like it's kind of force it, and like you guys kind of hold on to things too much, and you don't let things just happen. You have to let things just happen. And yeah, like the more you want people's attention, and the more that you try to like get people to like you, like the least they're gonna like you. The more you don't care, the more attention you're gonna get, like for real. So yeah guys, I hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. All right, bye guys.